Protests again against immigration operations unfolding across the country tonight, from New York to Los Angeles. And here in Austin, the no business as usual protests started at the state capitol and then took to the streets of downtown. KXAN's Nabil Ramana was following along live on KXAN.com. Nabil, you've been out there for several hours now. What's happening now, though?
Yeah, things a lot more quiet here tonight as most of those protesters have moved on. There are still a few just kind of hanging around the Capitol grounds just right outside of the gates. But earlier, a different story as we saw a lot of people gathering on the Capitol grounds. They were holding signs, they were chanting, and then photojournalist Jordan Belt actually caught a video. Take a look at this if we could pull that up, of a few of the protesters there being arrested and detained, taken away. That video showing at least 4 people who we captured on air. Of course, we'll follow up to find out what happened there. But again, a lot of people gathering at the Capitol, and then they moved into the street on 11th Street, and that's when they started moving down Congress Avenue. Now that crowd again chanting, they were doing bullhorns, they had their signs as well. Some of the traffic having to turn around to get out of the way there. They did turn down on 7th Street. They stopped at about Brazos, and then they continued on, turning onto San Jacinto, making their way to 6th Street before returning back to the Capitol. Heavy law enforcement presence out here. We didn't see any arrests during the actual march, but again, those arrests did take place at the Capitol grounds. A lot of law enforcement kind of blocking the streets, also helping mitigate traffic, some of the people getting through the area. Now, we did catch up with a few of the people who are out here protesting. Take a listen to what they had to say.
It's just really important for me that I stand with people, even if they're not in Texas, because we're all, at the end of the day, we all live here and we're all part of the same community. It's so important to stay peaceful no matter how you feel, you know. There's so much rage and anger in our world today, but at the end of the day, if you don't stay peaceful, our message will not be heard. People close their ears when they think that there is hate.
And again, just a few people at the Capitol grounds right now. Law enforcement, state troopers still kind of on standby out here, but much more quiet here tonight. Of course, we'll stay on top of things and check in with the very latest over on KXAN.com. But for now, reporting live, Nabil Ramadna, KXAN News.